the board of the Minnesota Religious Coalition for Reproductive Choice, and I want to thank the clergy and people of faith who are here with me representing people of faith and faith leaders all over Minnesota who support reproductive justice, not in spite of our faith, but because of it. We want to tell you that MNRCRC is a broad-based, statewide, interfaith movement that brings the moral force of religion to protect and advance reproductive health, choice, rights, and justice through education, prophetic witness, and advocacy. RCRC values and promotes religious liberty, which upholds the human and constitutional rights of all people to exercise their conscience and make their own reproductive health decisions without shame or stigma. We challenge systems of oppression and seek to remove the barriers that impede individuals, especially those in marginalized communities, in accessing reproductive health care. One of our most important partners in this work is Planned Parenthood. We are so grateful for the high quality and affordable health care that all Minnesotans, people of faith and no faith, can find at a Planned Parenthood clinic. Amen. As a pastor working in a small Minnesota community, I rely on Planned Parenthood as a resource in my work with youth. I have had young people, straight youth, queer youth, questioning youth, trans youth come to me in the midst of all kinds of health and relationship questions. And I can't tell you the number of times I have quickly consulted the Planned Parenthood website or YouTube channel to ensure that I am giving these youth the compassionate, medically accurate information they deserve. Yes. And I just want to say that I love that so many of you are here today, but I am also so saddened that this has to happen every year. Doesn't it feel like all this energy could be better spent? Yes. We're here fighting about bodies that have barely come into being, potential lives that can't function or live anything that resembles what most of us would call life. Meanwhile, there are so many real bodies already here, walking and talking and breathing and suffering unnecessarily. Black and brown bodies, transgender bodies, immigrant bodies, refugee bodies, pregnant bodies, aging bodies, children's bodies, hungry bodies, traumatized bodies, sexually assaulted bodies. The list goes on, and it is a hallmark of all faith traditions that we care for the bodies already living in our communities. I pray for the day when our energy on both sides of this fence can unite around that. Yes. I pray for the day when abortion can be left where it belongs, in the hands of the individual, the individual's conscience, and their doctor. Until then, we'll be right here. We're not going away because Planned Parenthood is here for good. Now, if you are the praying type, I invite you into a spirit of prayer or simply good intention as the clergy and people of faith here offer a blessing for this event.
Will you pray with us? On this day of conflict and controversy, of distrust and anger, we pause. We pause to invoke that power which is larger than ourselves, that mystery that we call by many names.
We ask that sacred power to be present among us now, to surround us, all of us, even those who oppose us, with a sense of love and peace beyond understanding. We ask that power to give us what we need to get through this day and all the days ahead in the struggle for reproductive justice.
We ask for blessing upon this place, this clinic, this outpost of respect and care. Bless the doctors, the nurses, the physician's assistants, the medical technicians, the receptionists, the counselors, the security staff, the custodial staff, and all other professionals and volunteers who help make this clinic a safe place for patients and their families.
Bless the leadership of Planned Parenthood locally and nationally, the strategists and organizers, the advocates and educators, paid and unpaid, who work tirelessly to protect the rights and dignity of all women.
Bless the patients of this clinic, past, present, and future, who deserve privacy and freedom as they care for their own bodies, minds, and souls. May their stories be held as sacred. May their truths be their own.
Bless survivors of assault, coercion, and violence. Help us break the silence when we see the beautiful gift of sexuality being abused. Let us be loving and supportive of the children we bring into this world.
Bless the supporters, those here in body and those here in spirit, who will continue to show up as long as it takes, and who yearn for the day when our presence is no longer needed.
Guide us as we continue to live out our deepest values. Give us strength and courage, open hearts and open minds, and determination to bring about a different kind of world, a world beyond fighting, beyond shame and injustice.
May we lift one another up. May we be messengers of hope. May we never lose heart. And may the people say, Amen. Amen.